Well, good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with the weather update here on your February the 25th, 2026. Well, we got cloudy gray skies out there for the rest of the day. Eventually going to bring in some rain for tonight and for tomorrow. We may have to deal with some lingering effects on Friday, but the weekend still looking pretty good. In fact, looking even better. I think you'll like my latest numbers here coming on your 7-day. And then we'll also take a sneak peek and look and see how next week's looking as well. Now, before we get into this full update, if you're new here to our channel here on YouTube, let me introduce myself. I'm Meteorologist Greg Majewski, and I'm on a mission to build a 24-hour professional broadcast weather channel here for the community here across North Georgia, and you can help. Real simple, doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates. All right, let's go ahead and get into this broadcast here as we're continuing to look at the cloudy gray skies there in Dahlonega for this afternoon. Getting a little bit of sprinkles here and there, but no real rain just yet. That's going to come in here overnight, especially for tomorrow. Also looking at the cloudy gray skies there at Lake Lanier as well. A little filtered sunshine here and there, but generally mostly cloudy skies here for all this afternoon. Local radar not really picking up anything, but we know we're getting a few sprinkles here across the region. But again, that'll get a little bit better as we go in toward tomorrow on the radar. And we'll probably be tracking some rain here by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. Looking at that northwesterly flow here, blowing here across the region. So the cloudy skies, they're going to be staying with us for tonight. So expect temperatures to be even milder still for tonight. Eventually rain falling with those clouds as we head through the overnight period and going into your Thursday. Temperature-wise, things are warming up nicely into the 50s to 60s. So we'll see that here for this afternoon for 50s and 60s across the area. And maybe even a little warmer for tomorrow. But boy, the weekend's really looking warm with above normal temperatures. And with that rain threat coming forward tomorrow, could not rule out a rumble of thunder here across the area. The Storm Prediction Center does show a general thunderstorm threat here across North Georgia. Nothing severe. Just don't be surprised if you see a rumble here and there, but nothing too significant out there. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our latest NAM model. This is our 12Z run here as we kind of put this through the motion here as we're going to be watching conditions going downhill with the rain here for tonight. So here we go as we go in through the overnight hours going toward tomorrow. Looks like the best rain window looks like between, say, 12 and 6 o'clock the way it's looking right now, but looking a little damp and wet. And looks like that'll linger just a little bit going into Friday, just a little bit. So we might put a slight chance of a shower or two on Friday, but eventually we're going to clear on out. And Saturday and Sunday are looking very good. I think we're having a very nice day with temperatures running some 10 to 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. So if you have anything planned for the weekend, I know the wife and I are talking about doing a little bike riding this weekend. It's definitely a good weekend to do it. All right, let's look at our rainfall total amounts. Now, it has shifted here a little bit. It is favoring a little bit of the heavier rain here across East Tennessee, extreme North Georgia, and South Georgia. And then you see it kind of dropping off here in the middle. But I would say anywhere between a half inch to 1 inch looks like a reasonable rate here. Really kind of depends on where the rains kind of sets up as the system's moving on through. This is a fairly weak system, not overly strong, but there's enough moisture there to bring some decent rains across our area. So let's go to our forecast maps here. Kind of watch that little timestamp there on top as we kind of go through the days of the week here as we go into your Thursday. Again, a lot of dark green. That means all across North Georgia, I don't care where you're at, you're looking at pretty high rain chances here across our area going into your Thursday morning. And that'll linger until late in the day as well as we go into your Friday. Maybe some morning showers there are possible on Friday, but Saturday, check that out. Oh boy, we're clearing out nicely. Saturday's looking very nice here. We got high pressure here kind of building up from the north and the east here and kind of setting out across our area. And Sunday also looking pretty good. Then we got to watch early next week. You see that big high up there toward the northeast? That's going to get into a bit of a wedge position here. So we're going to have to watch this closely. So I have question marks here as far as what our day 6 and 7 forecast as far as the temperatures are going to be across the area. Really kind of depends on where that high sets up and how strong that wedge is going into next week. So just know that your day 6 and 7 forecast definitely subject to change because those forecast wedges can be a little tricky this far out. All right, so here's our forecast here for tomorrow. Umbrella weather. Take your umbrella. You're going to need it. 63-51. Rain likely as we're looking at 90% chance of rain there in Gainesville and all across North Georgia. I don't care where you're at, whether for your Summerville, over to Cornelia, over to Cartersville. Again, you're looking at upper 40s, low 50s here for tonight. Daytime highs tomorrow, mostly low to mid 60s. A few upper 60s like over at Rome at 67, 64 in Lawrenceville, 61 in Blue Ridge, and 61 up in Clayton. Regionally, the whole southeast is a bit unsettled, so there'll be some scattered rain about. So if you have any travel plans, take you to Birmingham, 70 degrees there, 67 in Columbia, 77 in Jacksonville, and even some few showers down along the Gulf Coast there. there in Destin at 69 degrees. So there we go with our 7-day forecast. Again, we're going to keep that rain chance in for Friday morning. All right, maybe slight chance of some rain there in the morning. We'll see sunshine building in the afternoon, and then 69, 47 on Saturday. What a great looking day there. 73, 46 on Sunday, and then Monday might bring in a shower, and then we'll keep a question mark on Tuesday, Wednesday's highs, lows. Really going to be dependent on that wedge and how that sets up going into next week. But, I cooled down there on Tuesday, then it's a question mark whether the wedge lingers or if it clears on out. We'll see. So days 6 and 7 are subject to change. Just kind of note that for right now. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the YouTube channel. We're growing slowly. We got to get to 10,000, so please help us out. Hit that subscribe button, and always, always, always hit that notification bell, because if you don't hit that, YouTube's never going to let you know that we have a forecast update, and you definitely want to stay up on the latest, especially since the spring season's almost here and we got to watch for severe weather. You never know when that's going to strike, right? So we'll stay on top of it here for you. Again, appreciate checking us out. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.